Alright, well, hello, 7th graders. We are going to do together a review worksheet of Unit 7% problems. And I'm going to go through each individual example. We'll explain how it works. And you can practice with me or trying on your own first and then check your answers. I will leave that on you. So, here's the review packet. Everyone of you has one copy, and we're going to start talking about each one of those three learning targets. So 7.3 is about I can solve percent problems. And let's take a look at the first one. So 111 is what percent of 740? First thing I want you to write down is the general formula that is used to solve percent problems, and that was is over of equals to percent over 100. So I do want you to have this written down because based on that we will continue working with the problems. So 111 is what percent of 740? Well, definitely is and of are given for us, so I will substitute them and will be 111 over 740 equals to what percent. So instead of percent I will use variable x, this is what I don't know, over 100. Alright, once you set up your proportions or ratios, you can go ahead and apply what it's called cross product, or in other words butterfly method, to see what we're gonna get as the answers. So 111 times 100 will be 11,100 equals to 740 times x is 740x. Okay, so we need to solve this problem for x. So my next step will be to divide by 740. 740 cancel, so x will be equal to 15. Or, in other words, because we're looking for percentage, this will be 15% final answer of this example. Very good. Next example. What is, we don't know, of 39. What is my x here of 39 equals to 530% over 100. So once you set up your equation, then you apply cross product. We multiply those two first. 100x is equal to 39 times 530 is 20,670. Next step, solving for x, we need to divide by 100 each side. This one cancels, so x is 206.7 number, final answer here. Or in other words, if you want to read it, it's going to be 206.7 is 530% of 39. Next example, number 3. What number is 0.36% of 700? So what number is? Again, we're missing is, and we have of 700 equals to 0.36 over 100. Multiply those two. 100x is equal to 700 times 0.36 is 252. When we divide by 100 both sides, those two cancel, so x will be equal to 2.2. Final answer here. Awesome. If you think I'm going fast, please pause the video. This is the best part, right? You remember you can always rewatch and pause it. I will keep going because I'm recording at this moment, but you can play with the video later on your own. Pause it, rewatch it, stop it, and keep going. Okay? So question number 4. During the hockey season, team scored goals on 9% of the shots he took. If he scored 36 goals, how many shots did he take? So pretty much what we're looking for here is we have goals to the shots. So goes to shots. This will be kind of the ratio I'm looking for. So because he scored 36 goals, I will put 36 on the top. I don't know of how many. This is what we're looking for. Part over total, in other words. So part of 36 goals over total, we don't know how many total, is equal to 9% over 100. So when you are having word problem like this, also think about what is given for me. Is the total thing given or only partial of the problem is, or the scores in this case, is given to me? You gotta set up your equation and then you do the calculation. So 36 times 100 will be 3600 equals to 9x. And final step, we need to divide by 9. Those two cancel, so x equals 400. So look at this. We have total of 400 shots, and he scored 36 of those 400. Well, not the best game, maybe, or a season, but this is what we get based on the 9% number. In the latest shipment of thousands of iris bulbs received by a garden center, 3 bulbs out of each bag of 20 bulbs are supposed to have purple flowers when they bloom. What percent can be used to find the total number of bulbs in the shipment that are supposed to have purple flowers? Alright, well, another thing. So we know they were 3 bulbs out of each bag of 20 bulbs total. So definitely that will be my ratio, 3 over 20 equals to. What is the question? The question is what percent. So the percentage is what we're looking for, and it's always over 100. Pretty easy example to set up. Then we multiply 3 times 100 will be 300. Equals to 20 times x is 20x. Divide by 20 each side. So x is equal to 15, which is 15%. So 15% can be used to find the total number of the bulbs. Okay, well, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna continue with the next learning target. Next learning target, 7.5, is about how to find the percent of change. 7.5, how to find percent of change. Well, percent of change, if you are remembering from the videos that you already watched, the general formula is percent of change is equal to amount that increase or decrease over original amount. So percent of change is amount of increase or decrease over the original amount. Let's take a look what number 6 is asking us to do. The table shows the number of guests at Bonnie Bed and Breakfast for several years. Find the percent increase from 2004 to 2006. Round your answer to the nearest whole percent. First of all, we have given 2004 to 2006. So definitely those are the 2 years they're pointing, and we're looking for guests that started 304 in 2004 and went up to 440. Well, the percent of change will be, we want to see how this thing went, it increased. So the amount of increased here we will count by having 440 minus 304. So the change between this guest and this guest, it shows us that the amount increased. So the difference of this is the increasing amount that we're looking from the formula over the original, which was 304. Well, if we calculate 440 minus 304 divided by 304, you will get 0.45. Now remember, this is a decimal amount. The percentage amount you will get when 0.45 we multiply by 100. That will give us 45%. So the increase percentage will be by 45%. It was from 204 to 2006, 45%. Okay, so when you have examples like this, make sure you set up the formula, look for the difference between the two amounts, and then divide by the original one, or the old amount. Then don't forget always to convert the decimal number to percentage to finalize the solution. Find the percent of change. A pair of jeans usually sells for $16. Vicky only paid 24.65 cents for the jeans. Find the percent of change. Okay, so if the pair of jeans usually sells for 16 and Vicky paid 24.65, let's see the percent of change. What happened here? So again, P, the percent of change will be, we will start with the larger amount, 24.65 minus 16 over, and the original is $16. Okay, so 24.65 minus 16 will give us $8.65 over $16. This will be 0.54. But that is the decimal number. So 0.54 times 100 will give us the percentage of increase, 54%. So look at this. We had a huge increase of the amount that happened here from 16 to $24.65. Next example, it gives us a pair of shoes usually cost $25. What is the percent of increase if the store now sells for $45.50? Wow, that's another increase, and it looks like it's a huge increase. So let's see. The percent formula will be larger amount, 45.50 minus $25 over the original of 25. So the difference of this on the top will be 20.5 over 25, which is 0.82. So from here, 0.82 times 100 gives us 82% increase of the price. This is a huge increase of the price. It's like maybe it takes years to get, but this is by how many percent this amount increased for that particular example. Okay, two more. Find the new amount. So we have 24,700 decreased by 13%, and excuse me, in another example, 26,000 is increased by 14.6%. Okay, so when you have given something like that, you want to multiply. Step 1, 24,700 times 13%. Remember, you got to convert this on the calculator. If you don't convert this on the calculator, then write this down as a 24,713 divided by 100. That's how you're going to get the decimal number you need here. So this will be equal to 24,700 times 0.13, which is equal to now to 3,211. Now this is the amount that is 24,700 decreased by. If we want to find out what will be the exact decreased amount, then next step will be, step 2 will be 24,700 minus the decreasing amount, this decreasing amount of 3,211 will be equal to 21,489. So that will be the total. So the two important steps here, in order to find out if one amount decreased by a certain percentage, you have to multiply those two numbers. When you get the answer, then because it says decreased, you're using negative sign. You subtract from the first amount the second one that you calculate in order to get the decreased actual amount. And with next example, we have increased by given amount that increased by, which when something increase, it means we're adding to. So let's start with step 1, 26,000 times 14.6%, which is 26,000 times 0.146. That will be equal to 379.6. This amount we're gonna add to the original one to see by what exactly what will be the exact amount after increasing time. So 26,000 plus 379.6 will give us final answer 26,379.6. So that will be the final answer here. Okay, well, next thing we are going to discuss will be the last learning target. The last learning target is focused on some of the percent applications examples. So most of the time the application means when we have real life situations. So all those examples will be the actual examples that you may see in everyday situation. So we're gonna start with 11. Find the sale price or retail price, round to the nearest cent. First thing, I want to remind you what is sale price. So sale price is when something decrease the original amount of cost. So if you go to the store and you have packet of gums for $5 last week and this week is $3.50, then the sale price, it's going to be on sale price. So sale price will be the original price minus the discount price. And retail price will be the wholesale price plus markup. So this is when we're adding, when something becomes actually more expensive when you're doing retail. Okay, so I can use percent application. Find the sale price or retail price around, sorry about that, this mouse is moving pretty often. Okay, so we have to find one of those two, round to the nearest cost. First thing, your job is to decide what is happening. Do we have decreasing? Do we have increasing? How do we get that? So step 1 will be, we're going to use 25%. We're going to write 25% of $11. Well, 25% of $11 is 0.25. Remember, we're converting percentage to a decimal. And then we multiply by 11. This gives us 2.75. $2.75. So percent discount gives you information that we gotta use sale formula. So number 2 will be the sale formula, which is, we're gonna substitute now and we'll say 11 minus $2.75 as a discount will give us the new price of this product as $8.25. cents. Okay, so when you have given something like that, you gotta decide based on this vocab words which one it stays for. And here is the formula. Sell formula has the discount involved, and because this one is talking about discount, then you know that if this is the total price, you need to subtract the discount amount of 25% and find what will be the new price of the product. Well, next example, we have given similar situation, but this time it says which one of those two will be correct to find the sale price or retail price. Well, if you have given wholesale price is the keyword that tells you you gotta use the retail formula here. So let's begin with step one. Step one, we have 110% of $19, which is 1.10 as a decimal number times 19. This gives us $22.61. $22.61. So second step to get what the retail is equal to will be original price of 19, or the wholesale price, plus the markup price, and the markup price in this case is 22.61. So when we add those two, we get $41.61 will be the new price of this product. So you can see how expensive something could become after the retail market. Okay, next, tell whether the new price is a discount or markup. Well, then find the percent of discount or markup. That's easy. So look at this. Our old price is $4.75. New price is $6.20. What happened here? Do we have increase or decrease of the amount? So from $4 we're going to $6. What is going on? It increases, right? So if it increases, that means what? It means markup, right? Markup. If something goes up, we have markup. Okay, well, let's write this down. So the markup will be, if you have to apply all of this, you're gonna say markup by $1.45. So in order to find the percent of, or whatever, percent of markup, what do you need to do? So the percent of something could be found by 6.20 minus 4.75 over 4.75, the original one. And for this one, quickly, I'm going to use my calculator. I don't have the solution in my mind right now, so let's go ahead and quickly use the calculator to get this. 6.20 minus 4.75 is equal to 1.45. Then I will divide by 4.75, and this will give me 0.30 or 31 if I have to round it, actually 31, 0.31 if we round it to the nearest 100 here. So 0.31, but remember the percent is when we multiply by 100, so the percent will be 31%. So this amount here, for this particular example, it went up by 31%. Next example, we have find the total cost, then round to the nearest tenth. Well, original price, sales taxes, we are having what? We're having a discount right here. So let's go ahead and write 25.97 times 6.75%, which in other words, 25.97 times 0.0675 as a decimal number will give us, the answer here is 1.75, $1.75. So that was the sale price. But they are asking us the total cost before the sale price. So basically what we need to do is we have to find so 25.97, the original price, we're talking about sale, minus $1.75. So we're gonna get 25.97 minus 1.75, I'm using the calculator right now, equals to $24.22. Okay, so the total price after the discount of $1.75 will give us 24.22. In the final example, we have given total food bill of $28.50, tip 18%, sales tax 4.5%. So the situation is, if you go to a restaurant and you gotta pay all of those things, you have to have an idea what you must pay and how much it's gonna cost you. So let's say you spend $28.50 on your food purchase, but also you have tip 18%. So 28 times 50, oh sorry, not times, 0.50 times 18% will be equal to 28.50 times 0.18 is equal to $5.13. So that will be your tip, okay? Tip. You gotta pay tip, $5.13, so $5 approximately. Next thing, sales tax. So again, we have 28.50 times 4.5% sales taxes. That will be 28.50 times 0.045, which is equal to $1.28. So here's what's happening. You have to pay $28.50 for the food. Then you gotta pay additional $5.13 for the tip, and then additional $1.28. So what we need to do, we gotta add all those three amounts, 28.50 plus $5.13 plus $1.28, and when you add all those, this will give you $34.91. Okay, $34.91. This will be the amount that you have to have in your pocket, $35, in order to join this lunch or dinner at the restaurant. Alright, well, that was the last example. I really hope the review video will help you understand every single problem from the worksheet, and also will help you to learn better and be successful on the test tomorrow. I will be ready for questions, so one tip will be, make sure you rewatch the video, pause it, do all the examples, think about, let me know if you have questions, and we will discuss it in the class time. Thank you for watching the video.